Hey guys, episode 19 of the Bitcoin and crypto portfolio series. Another great week this week. 126k dead. So that's about 8,000 up on last week. A few good weeks in a row now, so it's really starting to come good. Little bit of news just before I get into the portfolio. There's a couple of good bits of news this week. One I sort of would just mention but not go over in too much detail. Stanley Druckenmiller, the sort of hedge fund manager or ex-hedge fund manager, has said that he now owns some Bitcoin. He said he's very bullish on gold, but he says if gold does well, Bitcoin should do better. So as a sort of big name in the traditional investing world, it's pretty good to have his backing. But another good bit of news is the China Construction Bank issuing, as you can see, $3 billion in bonds tradable for Bitcoin. So China Construction Bank is second biggest bank in the world, and they've issued $3 billion worth of new bonds, which can be purchased for US dollars or Bitcoin. So not 100% sure what their intent is with this, whether they're trying to take sort of Bitcoin off the public or Bitcoin off the miners maybe. But they're obviously keen to accumulate. I can't imagine they want all that much in US dollars. They're also saying the bonds that they normally issue have a minimum trade of $4,000, but these ones are going to be a minimum of $100. So it does look like they're going after smaller investors. But you're trading Bitcoin for a bond with 0.75% yield, so not the best deal, but some people may go for them, and it's raising interest and awareness for Bitcoin, so can't be bad. So just going back to the portfolio, so Bitcoin is up 5.7% for the week, pretty good, making the monthly look pretty good as well, 38% now. But yeah, steady rise. Ethereum, not quite as good, 2.6%, but they're coming up to their big upgrade, Ethereum 2. So that's coming in December, I believe. So should start to see some rise towards the end of the month. Litecoin, I believe is up, 5.9%, so about the same as Bitcoin. Seems a lot of the big cap sort of top 10 doing quite well this week. Does seem to go in cycles. You'll get the altcoins do well and then Bitcoin do well. Although OMG 6% up this week, but it's been having a bit of a rocky period, sort of not doing too much, sort of flat for the month. But yeah, nice to see that sort of coming up in the last week. Cardano, absolutely flat, or 2% down. It's not done too much in the last week, but they're very slow to implement their sort of development. Stellar, XLM, again flat for the week. So these ones outside the top 10 really seem to be on a little flat period, but historically the run in altcoins tend to follow a rise in Bitcoin, so expecting good things. XRP again as number 4 now, I think. Used to be number 3. And, Tether has overtaken it now. But yeah, 8%, so another one of the sort of top ones performing well. Tron again flat, sort of top 20 coin. A lot of them seem to be flat. Power Ledger's my little sort of outside of the top 100 sort of small cap one. 8% up, so that's pretty good. Basic attention token really doesn't seem to move with the market, so I quite like that. 1.1% up this week. And Dash's been having a good few weeks really. Yeah, 10% up this week. Just check the monthly. 12% on the month, but yeah, seems to be doing well. Very popular in South America. And then the sort of smaller positions haven't really done a great deal. Not quite sure if this is a bug on the recent sort of time frame. It's showing a huge gain, but yeah, don't really take too much notice of that. You may notice I've sold out of a position, which was Civic. Was never really sort of in my long-term plans, but has had a crazy week. So a hell of a lot of time over the past sort of few years. This was 2p, and they suddenly got listed on Coinbase, which, as I say, used to provide a sort of big boost. But yeah, so it's suddenly got listed on Coinbase. There was a huge amount of volume, and it's sort of rocketed up. So from 2p, I decided at 2p it was about £300 position. Sort of rocketed up to about 7-8p, and I was sitting at sort of £1,200, and basically seen no new news on it, no development or anything. Even the founder, Vinny Lingham, really doesn't seem to put out a lot of sort of news or development or anything on it. He tends to just talk about the market in general. So I thought, get out. I mean, it did rise to 12p, so I could have made a little bit more. But I sold for £1,200 and put that in my stocks and shares. And it seems to have sort of calmed down around that, sort of 7 or 8p. So it's still outside the top 100. So I was quite happy to just sort of have that as one of the first ones I'm offloading. So yeah, 100 and it's just dipped under. But I do have a couple £100 in sort of other accounts. So 126k with a sale of £1,200. So really happy this week. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below. What you think of the bull run, and a like is always appreciated, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you soon.